On today's Keeping It Real, Cam Marston tells us the difference between fragile, resilient, and anti-fragile people. And he has some questions.
In a Zoom call this week, I chatted with another speaker for an upcoming conference. He and I want our messages to complement each other, and he offered some of his presentation highlights. And one thing he said has rattled around in my head since our call. He said there are three types of people. And when he said this, he was quoting someone else, but I don't remember who. There are three types of people. There are fragile people who, when pushed or dropped or damaged, they break. Once broken, they don't heal. We all kind of know people like this. The second type of person is resilient. When dropped, they get back up. They don't break. And though it sounds laudable, they don't change. Each time they're pushed or dropped or damaged, they simply get back up and resume. Then there's the third type, which he very inelegantly referred to as anti-fragile. When pushed or dropped or damaged, they get back up, learn from what's happened, and change so it won't happen again. These people prove remarkably successful over time, he said, in both business and in life. He then went further and applied this concept to organizations. In this post-pandemic business climate, he said, we're seeing organizations who were fragile and broke due to the pandemic. The organizations who were resilient but simply resumed what they've always been doing, and the ones that are anti-fragile and are using pandemic-learned lessons to become stronger. Well, I can't hear stuff like this and not start thinking about the people around me. My wife is anti-fragile. She learns from her mistakes, and they're seldom made twice. My business manager is definitely anti-fragile. She negotiates for me. And though we may have been taken advantage of in the past, it's never happened the same way twice. She learns. She changes. This is good. And of course, I think about my kids. They're a mix, and it's situational. I have children who have their athletic weaknesses revealed, and they change to fix the weaknesses. However, they may make mistakes with friendships and get right back up, only to have those same mistakes happen again and again. A resilient behavior. They'll learn what's necessary to perform well in class, but repeat the same mistakes regarding rules my wife and I have about our home. Again, a resilient behavior. None of them are fragile. They're either resilient or anti-fragile, depending on the situation. And the questions continue. How do we raise our kids or groom our colleagues or our employees to become anti-fragile? Are we born one way or another? Or is this a learned behavior? And is today's coddling society raising our kids to be fragile? And can we fix it? Or them? And what am I? I don't think I'm fragile, but am I resilient or anti-fragile? I don't know. I do know this, though. This other speaker needs to bring the goods next month. He started my head spinning, and I didn't allot enough time in our Zoom call to ask these questions, and we had to cut it short. A simple mistake I've made too many times. And well, I guess that answers it. I'm Cam Marston, just trying to keep it real.
To hear more commentaries, search for Keeping It Real with Cam Marston on your favorite podcast app, or follow Cam Marston on social media.